people here to talk to as well. And there's my first request, but I'm going to hold off on that just a tad. I'll be right back with that request. I'm not cutting. No. Oh. Dorothy seems like such a passionate person. Writing novels and short stories together would be a lot of fun too. Maybe this really is the club for me. Based on what I've seen, she's very well educated and has a real way with words. I'm sure we'll enjoy our time together in this club. Now I just need to drag her into the wonderful world of passionate young men. Escape. And there's our little Miss Student Council President. Hello, Reen. Did you have a chance to look over the requests I sent to your dorm? I did. I'm in the middle of doing them right now. Hopefully this will help take some of the weight off your shoulders. It's a really big help. We get so many of them that there's no way we could handle them all on our own. It might be tough, but good luck. Oh, okay. I was wondering what the little handshake times 2. I assume that's my bonding points. It's telling me how many I have. Gotcha. Alright, with that, I think the only people left that I can talk to have a bond. Actually, no. I have not talked to Gaius. That's right. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean it. So is this where he is? Should be. Ah, yes, the art club. I think it might be good to try and give this painting a little bit more depth. Or at least have a painting on there. What do you think, Clara? Whatever. Huh. This should really help me improve. Thanks, Lind. Free days are the best time to be at the academy. It's just you, your art, and the silence. Everyone is either out in town or doing something with their club. They should be gone more often. If only every day were a free day, I'd be able to get far more work done. Well, she's certainly unique. It seems like Linda's been fond of painting since she was young, which led to her learning more about it. We're both new to the club, though, so I hope we get along. That reminds me, I hear you've decided to help the student council out. Just let me know if you ever need my help with that. Thanks, Gaius. I'm glad to know you've got my back. Alright, let's start doing some side quests. Let's see, so the red markers are where the important requests are. So let's go to the non-required one first. Pardon me, you're Colette from Class 4, right? I believe you've submitted a request to the Student Council? Yeah, I did. But you're that guy from Class 7. Did you join the Student Council when I wasn't looking? Nothing like that. I just decided to help them out with some of their work. The Student Council President told me to handle your request. Oh, so that's how it is. Wow, we're both first years, but you seem so much more grown up than me. The people in Class 7 must be amazing. It's no big deal. So, you wrote that you need help looking for your student notebook? Yeah, I've been looking everywhere I could think of since this morning, but there's no sign of it. So, does that mean you're going to start looking right away? They said that if one person wasn't able to help me, they'd send someone else to do it. I see. So that's how Toa has this all arranged. Well, sure, you can count on me. Really? Thank you so much. Before we get too excited, I think I'll need a bit more information to have any hope of finding it. Can you tell me when you first noticed you dropped your notebook?
It was right after school yesterday when I went to borrow a book from the library. You can't borrow books without your notebook, so I went to take it out and I couldn't because it wasn't there.
Yesterday after school. Got it. So when was the last time you remember having it?
Probably right when class had finished for the day yesterday, when I was still in the classroom. I remember using it to take notes while I was talking with my friends, so I definitely had it then. I guess I must have dropped it somewhere between the classroom and the library.
I see. That narrows it down quite a bit. Did you stop anywhere on your way to the library, though?
Well, after I left the main building, I came here to the student union. Pretty sure I went to the library after that. That should be everywhere I went.
Right, so there really aren't that many places where you could have dropped it. The best way to go about this seems to be to split up and search the main building and the area surrounding it, I think.
Yeah, that's just what I was going to ask you to do, actually. I'm hoping it's there, 'cause I searched the library from top to bottom this morning. And the rooftop's out, because the janitor said he didn't notice it when he was doing this morning's cleaning around.
Main building it is, then. So, do you think I should start with the classrooms?
No, I don't think you need to check them at all. I searched my classroom yesterday and didn't go into any of the others. It'd probably be a good idea to focus on the halls and the rest areas in there. I have a feeling that if it's in the main building, it's going to be on the second floor somewhere.
Thanks for the info. I'll head over there and take a look around. You can stay here at the student union and keep up your search.
Okay, will do. Thanks for agreeing to help me out.
Let's get this done. Alright, so to the main building it is. So she said to check the second floor. I know I can warp, but, you know, it's a beautiful day out. I can warp and I can also edit out, but I just feel like walking. Alright, let's see. So she says she's from class 4? Let's see. Home ec room. Alright. Sorry, my eyes were adjusting there. The art room. Oh yeah, that's where Gaius is. Let's see. So from class 4, that's 1 and 2. Oh, 1, 3. Okay. So this is where she left her. This is the class she was in. So to get to the library, she either would have gone down further down the hall or down over here. If she went to the student union, she would have gone downstairs. Maybe she stopped by to check anything here. Let's see. Oh, hey. Look what I found. That should be it. But I should check the inside just to be sure. Rean picked up the student notebook and checked the identification field. Unless there's another identical Chloette running around, this is the one. She'll be happy to see this. Should get it back to her as soon as I can. Alright. With that, let's head on back. You know what? Alright. There we go. Hey, Chloette. Colette. Sorry, not Chloette.
Did you find it?
Yeah, assuming this is actually your notebook, why don't you check it just to be sure?
Thanks. You're right, it really is mine. Oh, thank goodness. This is the only form of ID we students have, so it would be awful if I'd lost it. Especially since our instructor would have chewed my head off if I needed to get another one issued. Thank you so much for your help, Rean. I'm sorry, I'm just so relieved.
I didn't know it was so important to you. Still, I'm glad I was able to help you out.
By the way, where did you end up finding it?
Oh, you know the sofas on the second floor of the main building that people use as a rest area? It was on one of those, sorta in the gap between the cushions.
The sofa's on the second floor? Oh, I guess I did relax there for a while. Come to think of it, I think I've dropped it when sitting down once before. I heard it falling out of my pocket that time though, so I didn't end up losing it.
Why would sitting down do that? Pocket do you usually put your notebook in?
Well, one of my skirt pockets usually.
That makes sense. A lot of boys use their pants pockets too. But you might want to try using your jacket pocket from now on. It's not going to fall out of there. That's where I usually put mine, and I've never had any problems. You've had yours for like a day.
Jacket pocket? We've got those?
Well, I don't know if the girls' jackets are different than the guys' are, but I don't see why you wouldn't.
Hold on, let me check. Oh wow, you're right. I had no idea this was even here. There's no way my notebook will ever fall out of one of these. Thanks for the tip. That should solve all my pocket problems.
Happy to have been of service.
You've really been a big help today. This really doesn't make up for it, but would you accept this as a little token of my thanks?
A silver chain. An accessory? Hold on, I couldn't possibly.
Don't worry about it. I bought one for myself the other day, but I ended up ordering two by mistake. I can't really use both at once, so it makes sense to give it to someone else who might be able to do something with it.
Well, if you're sure. Thanks.
That's my line. Well then, thanks again for everything, Rean.
Alright, that's all done. And we got a nifty little accessory. The silver chain prevents poison and adds 10 defense. Why not? Oh, we get to check on theirs as well. So yeah, in terms of the DLC, all let's see, the face plates I believe are little accessories for your Arcus units. And it shows characters that we haven't met yet. So, well, yeah, no, that we haven't met yet. I was mistaken the name. Right along Mishi and Noi? I don't know who Noi is. I know who Mishi is. Crosswell made sure I knew. Those are little arm accessories. Bunny ears are little head accessories. The free trial pack, let's see, there's some healing items and quartz in there, 2 Zerum powders, and 2 shining palm baits. So I don't know what the shining palm bait stuff is all about, but it's interesting. Also, in the PS4 version, you also get some casual clothes for the characters. It doesn't seem to be the case here. Is this version not definitive enough? It doesn't matter. Alright, so first request done! Yay! Let's see. What to do. So there are 2 important quests we can do, and then we have 2 bonding points to make use of. Let's see. I was thinking of doing some bonding events first. So I only have 2 bonding points, but I have 3 characters I can use it with. So now it becomes a point of choice. One sec. Okay. I have no idea what I'm doing, but Let's just do it. My first... You know what? Let me save. My first bonding point I'm going to use with Elliot. As not Elliot's room. As Elliot's room. Sure. You look like you could use a hand. Mind if I help out? Really? You would? Well, I'd sure appreciate it. Rean and Elliot began sorting out the packages that Elliot received from home. Whew. Well, we're done with about half of them now. I didn't expect there to be quite this much of everything. There has to be a month's worth of food here, not to mention a bunch of clothes and other daily necessities. I didn't expect this either. Now I feel bad for dragging you into it. My sister's way too protective of me sometimes. Oh, you've got a sister? Yeah, an older one. She's always been a bit of a clingy, on the clingy side too. I mean, I'm grateful that she's sent me a care package. I wish she'd tone it down a bit. I'm not a kid anymore. You mean it? I think it's kind of nice, actually. You can tell that she really cares about you. Really? Oh. Elliot took a worn-looking piece of sheet music out of the box. Is that sheet music? Looks like someone got a lot of use out of it. Yeah, he used to practice with this all the time back home. To tell you the truth, I actually wanted to enter the music academy before I ended up here. Oh, really? Then I guess joining the wind orchestra wasn't just a casual thing for you, huh? Well, I've always loved music ever since I was younger. But in the end, I wasn't all that serious about it, so I ended up choosing Thor's instead of a music academy. Weird, really. Weird, really? Well, either way, it'd be nice to hear you play that piece sometime. Sure, one of these days. Rean and Elliot returned to sorting out the packages, only getting through with their strength of their combined efforts. Your bond with Elliot strengthened. Yeah, plus 500 to our link points. Thanks, Rean. Everything's nice and tidy now. I'll let you hear that piece next time I get the chance. I'll look forward to it. Being given like limited options here is really nerve-wracking. It's like I don't know what's the best pick. But I'm just going to go with my heart. My heart says, let's go to the gym.
My old friend Alan apparently joined the fencing club, so I thought I'd pay him a little visit. It seems really busy right now, though. I wouldn't want to interrupt. Maybe I'll stop by some other time.
Oh great, those two again. Let's leave them alone. Well, there's not much space for Laura to be. Oh, she's already joined the swimming club?
Good day, Rean. Have you come for a swim too?
Not quite. I'm surprised the swimming club's active at this time of the year, though.
Well, it's true that winter swimming isn't for everyone. The water is rather chilly, but I think it makes for a good training.
Huh. How did I know you'd say something like that? Should I stick around a bit longer? Sure! Would it be fun if I just hung out and watched the club for a while?
You'll get no objections from me. In fact, you came along at the perfect time. I was about to test my short-distance swimming speeds. You think you could record my times?
Sure, I can do that. Yeah, short distance, huh? Goal. That took you 22.34 seconds.
Just a so-so time.
So-so? You tore across the pool. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were part fish.
Let's not go overboard. If I'm a fish, my father is a dolphin. In fact, he could probably outswim one.
Maybe, but he's the Radiant Blade Master. His swimming prowess doesn't make yours any less amazing. No kidding. I could hardly take my eyes off her while she was in the water.
Is there a reason you're staring at me?
Oh, no, don't mind me. I take it swimming is a specialty of yours. Then?
Perhaps more habit than specialty. Legram is located alongside a lake, and I used to swim there in the winter to train. It seems that doing so has slightly improved my swimming in general.
I don't know if the word slightly applies here. Given your upbringing, I initially assumed that you'd join a more combat-oriented club. But I see now that even swimming can contribute to your training.
That's the hope. My father once told me there are things about the sword we can only learn by stepping outside of its shadow. I had every intention to put those words into practice upon entering this academy.
Your dedication to the sword doesn't surprise me. The way it influences so much of your life seems very you. To be honest, I'm a bit jealous.
There's no need for that. You have your sword. You can do the same.
I guess you're right. Forget I said anything.
I see. Regardless, thank you for timing me. It seems I'll have to train even harder from here on out.
Best of luck. I know you can do it. Alright, and there goes our bonding points, which means I apologize, Machias. But, whatever. Alright, so before we get too crazy on what we're doing, you have anything else to say?
It seems that if I want to improve on it, my only choice is to continue training.
She's always looking at how she can improve herself. I ought to learn from her diligence. Alright, so before we get to any more stuff. Oh, I entered. Okay. I thought it'd put me right outside, but no. Hey, Machias. I was surprised to find that, in spite of its quaint size, this town has all the shops one could possibly want. This cafe has a rather pleasant atmosphere, too. Seems like the perfect environment for studying. Yeah, it certainly feels like a town built around the academy. I have to hand it to you, though. You're really dedicated to your studies. Just doing what's expected of a student. You should try to make a habit of preparing for classes in advance, and then reviewing new material afterward. Seems like a smart idea. Alright. So, since I have no more bonding points, I cannot hang out with him any further. Now then, there is something that we want to take a look at here. Oh, hey.
Welcome. Have a look. We've got some solid books for our students lined up here. You keep up well in class, mate? I hope you are, because being a student's all about getting your head in the books.
Imperial Chronicle Issue 1. Relaxation through music. Legram Guidebook. Touching paintings. So I'm guessing there are some gifts here. So we can buy stuff for like Like, that honestly looks like a gift for Elliot. And that one looks like something for Gaius. Oh, okay. So is there bonding points on top of, like, stuff like this where you can get extra points by giving people stuff? Like how there was in the Crossbell games? Okay, hello there. Have you heard of Red Moon Rose? It's a pretty popular novel these days. As a matter of fact, I happen to have the first chapter of it right here. Why not give it a read? Are you sure I can just have it? Think of it as a thanks for helping the student council with their work. And besides, giving you a free book makes you more likely to buy one from us in the future, right? Heh, thanks. Next time I need a book, you'll be the first to know. Smart tactic. Alright, so Red Moon Rose. This is the book of the game. Oh, can I not read it? Well, anyway, these are the books of the game that you want to collect if you want to get the best weapon in the game. And just like the other books in the series that you would want to collect, they have a short time frame, so be sure to get at it when you can. I want to test a theory. This save file I can just save over. What happens? Let's just use this as an example. And then I go to Class 7 dorms. Faster, Reen. Faster! What if... Nope. Oh. Oh, okay, so we do gain... Alright, now to test a theory. Alright, let's buy it again. Okay, so we can just use it right away. So it just gives us some free Link EXP. Well, free. Pay 100 Mira to get it. So what happens if I buy everything else? Da-da-da. So I just gained even more EXP with Laura. And now this will give me more EXP with Gaius. Okay. I mean, they're nice little boosts, but it's also costly. Okay, one more test. The Sepith Mass. What would happen if I did that? I still have all my Sepith. So is that just free money? Like, you can just sell it and... Because I still got all my Sepith. That garners investigation. Okay, so I've looked it up, and Sepith Mass is literally just for selling. I just wanted to make sure of that, so I'm perfectly fine with having just blew my money on all this. So, yeah, it's basically just free Link EXP. Okay. Let's take a look around. Alright. Let's go... Oh, these are two. So there's a general goods and then there's a boutique. Oh, hello. Me? Well, if I can help, sure.
I'm having some underwear trouble. Could you compare these two pair I'm wearing? I want to know which ones are cuter.
You... what?
Take it easy, I'm just joking around.
What's with this girl? Well then. Oh, goody. Alright, what do we got here? Oh, we got some actual armor. Silver chain, which we just got. Coral bracelet, which prevents seal. Nice. Marble bracelet prevents mute, and luminous glasses prevent blind. Got it. They're a bit pricey. So these are for the men. Alright. I wonder if it's good to buy these. I should probably compare. So yeah, literally all... That's nuts that you don't have to spend your actual sepith. Like your wind, your water, your time, your mirage. Like you don't have to spend any of that. What's in here? Hello. Can you go up there? Hi there. Yo, you're the first year working with the student council, aren't you? They're always helping us Trista folks out. Which means you probably will too. Nice to meet you in that case. Nice to meet you too. Sweet cookie. Cures poison. Precious. Alright, and these are all of our ingredients. Oh, and you just have some excess. Oh, okay. So these are basically what the boutique has, but they don't give any stat buffs. So these are just for, like, preventing stuff. And they got proxy puppets for sale. Man, I don't remember the last time proxy puppets were actually for sale, except for the first Sky game. Alright, so I have, like, no ingredients in my inventory. We'll work on that later in the game, though. Because right now, I don't want to go broke real quick. This is mainly just getting myself familiarized and maybe picking up a thing or two here and there. Alright, so pawn shop, radio station. And you know what? Let's go ahead and head on over to our first request. Let's go meet with the principal. It's faculty lounge. The principal's office. Oh boy. Oh wow. Nice room you got. Hello. Excuse me, Principal. I'm Ring Schwarzer of Class 7. Ah, good, good. I've been waiting for you. He looked even bigger up close than he did at the entrance ceremony. He must be, what, 2 arc tall? Toa tells me you've accepted my request. I truly appreciate you taking the time out of your free day to assist me in this. It's no problem at all, sir. So, you're looking for someone to further investigate the underground area of the old schoolhouse? Precisely. I couldn't have found a better man for the job, considering your class was down there so recently. Incidentally, it was Sarah who insisted on making use of that trapdoor, not me. I probably should have tried to stop her. However, please do accept my apologies. Oh, not at all, sir. You have no reason to apologize. I kinda already figured she was behind it. Anyway, I mean, it stands to reason. Getting back to the matter at hand, there are a number of interesting stories regarding that old schoolhouse. That gargoyle you fought is just a drop in the bucket, all told. Now that you mention it, I did get the distinct impression while fighting it that it was no ordinary monster. It was almost as if, indeed, almost as if it weren't a monster at all, but a demon? Perhaps the word fiend might fit. In our experience, if left alone, it will always regenerate to its original statue form, eventually. Really? Yes, and as a result, the area has been long been used by students in tests of strength. But in the past year, many strange alterations have begun occurring there. I've received reports ranging from doors appearing out of nowhere to strange and eerie voices from the darkness. I see. So you'd like me to go and investigate whether there's any truth to these reports, huh, then? If possible, yes. Specifically, I would like you to walk through the underground area and check for any significant changes since last month. A task for which you are uniquely qualified, given your prior experience down there. I suppose that is true, and I'd be happy to undertake this mission. Though, if that gargoyle has regenerated, things could get a little tricky. If that turns out to be the case, I would have no objections at all to you turning back. I should also stress that I am making this request to Class 7 as a whole. By all means, do ask your classmates for assistance. I'm certainly not expecting you to go it alone. Oh, understood. I'll do just that. Splendid. I believe you'll be needing this then. The old schoolhouse key is the key to the front door of the old schoolhouse. Best of luck to you, and please, be safe. Thank you, sir. So what, do I get to drag my my classmates into this? I would not mind whatsoever. Huh. What is this? Staff only. Probably like a supply closet or something like that, if I had to guess. Yeah, there's the art room. So, do I need to talk to people to get them to help me? Nope. Maybe they join me once I get there? Am I all alone in this endeavor? Alright, well, in that case... let's get going. I want to make safety saves, but at the same time I don't want to abuse it because we only have so many save files. Run like the wind, Reen. We'll be dealing with this one after this request. Actually, before I even do that, let's go to the student union room building. See what he's got. Okay, so that's about what I have. It's about what everyone has. Okay, so all this is stuff we already have, and then some stuff we don't have. Got sedatives, stimulants, softening ointment. Yep. Alright, in that case, how many of each do I have? I have 5 tear bombs, 4 EP charges, 4 reviving bombs, no antidotes. The only thing I have are eye drops, I believe. So let's go ahead and buy 2 of each. Alright. And then I'm actually going to go back to the boutique. Let us... How much would that be? 720 Mira? Alright. So yeah, I'm gonna buy 3 of these for the 3 of us. Oh, am I allowed to equip? Then I'm gonna buy 3 of these. Alright, good. I can equip them even though they're not here. There we go. And I don't know if previous equipment is needed, so we are going to hang on to our stuff. Is there anywhere? I guess not. Let's now head to the old schoolhouse. Well, I'm hoping everyone joins me. Oh, we've got our nifty Arcus units, that's right. The front doors are locked. I'm not sensing that mysterious presence anymore. Seems to have dissipated, or something. Maybe it was my imagination after all. Once I start exploring this old schoolhouse, I get the feeling I won't have any time left to do anything else today. So I should probably take care of the engineering club's request first. Oh, okay. Look at the game, making us, telling us what we can and can't do. Alrighty. I'll play your game, video game. Alright, so... let's do this. Huh. A nice little humble place. Hey there, good to see you. Oh, you're the person who was with President Toa when I first arrived at the academy. You've got a good memory. George Gnome. I'm George Gnome, 2nd year, Class 3. I'm also head of the engineering club. You're Reen Schwarzer from Class 7, right? Nice to meet you. Likewise. Toa told me that you're helping out the student council. You've probably got a lot to learn about the academy since you've just enrolled, but good luck with everything. Thank you very much. But I am curious. This is the engineering building, isn't it? With all the machines and equipment around here, it certainly fits the bill. Yep, you can basically think of this as the Academy's very own orbment factory. The engineering club's been in charge of maintaining orbments here for a long time now. Wow, that's pretty impressive. I assume you repaired all the stuff you wanted me to deliver for this request, too? That's right. I handled that stuff here at the engineering club, too. I usually deliver them myself, but I'm a little too busy this month. Can I ask you to do it for me? Of course. So, what do you need to know? Awesome. Okay, here's the rundown. As you know, I need you to deliver 3 Orbital products for me. First up is this Orbital scale, which I need delivered to the cooking club. The club meets in the home economics room on the 2nd floor of the main building. Give it to the head of the club, Nicholas. Nicholas from the cooking club. Home economics room. Okay, got it. The next 2 are both in town. Oh, so you take requests from people outside the academy too? Yeah, there was so much talk about the club that I started getting requests from people in Trista too. There's no reason for me to refuse them, so I do as much as I can to help them out. That certainly explains how you end up so busy. Heh, sure does. The second delivery I need you to make is this antique orbital lamp. This one's going to Mick at the pawn shop. You'll find it in the southeast part of the central shopping district. It's kinda out of the way, so keep an eye out. An antique orbital lamp for the pawn shop. Understood. Last but not least, the final item I need you to deliver is this orbital wristwatch. This one's going to Michael over at Radio Trista. Radio Trista is in the southwest of the central shopping district. Just let the receptionist know why you're there, and she'll call Michael out for you. An orbital wristwatch for Michael from Radio Trista. Ask the receptionist. Right, I can do that. And that's everything. Let me give you the items themselves. Orbital scale, orbital lamp, and wristwatch. I'll be sure to be careful. It's not going to be easy carrying all those around, but I'm sure you'll manage. Just be sure to report back to me when you're done. Of course, I'll get started right away. Okay, so I guess any orbment tuning will be done after the request is done. Alright, so our first stop is right next to us, the school. Going to the home ec. It's on the second floor, and I believe it's on the right-hand side. Home ec. Alright, there you are. Hello. Hey there. You wouldn't happen to be here to join the cooking club, would you? Not exactly. The engineering club asked me to deliver something for them. Is this what you've been waiting for? Yep, that's the orbital scale I asked George to fix, alright. I don't know how he works so fast. I'd really be lost without him. George's many talents aside, I didn't even know tools like this existed. Pretty impressive, isn't it? These can provide more accurate and minuscule measurements than any analog scale. If you put a container full of ingredients on there, it'll even subtract the container's weight for you. It's handy. I'd believe it. You don't have an interest in cooking by any chance, do you? I haven't given it much thought, to be honest, but I am kind of curious. I'll be cooking for myself from now on anyway, right? You'd be surprised at how many students here can't. Here's the thing, the cafeteria might be cheap, but it still costs more Mira than making it yourself would. Have you ever tried to cook anything yet? Not yet. I don't even know where to start. Which means you're a virgin as virgin as my olive oil. If you want to start cooking, I'd recommend you start cooking. Just make something. Doesn't matter what. Tell you what, I'll even give you this to get you started. Recipe book. And to top it off, here's a really easy recipe to get started on. It's so easy. I've got all the ingredients you need right here. Help yourself. A simple omelet with fresh eggs, coarse rock salt, and that's it. Thank you very much. This recipe book seems like it'll be a helpful companion, but are you sure I can have it? Sure, we've got tons of them. If it sparks a fire for cooking in your heart, it'll all be worth it. Got it. I'll be sure to get some use out of it then. Well, thanks again for bringing me my orbital scale. And pass my thanks on to George for fixing it too. Will do. You can now view the recipe tab in your notebook. Now you can take ingredients and turn them into delicious, delicious food. You can receive recipes from various people, but that's not the only way to get them. You might find them while searching specific areas, cooking, or even just trying a new food or drink. You can use recipes and ingredients to make food by selecting Note from the Camp menu or pressing Select and then choosing Recipe. Great, very likely to produce a unique dish. Unique. Only displayed after the dish has been made once. Great. Very likely to produce a superb dish. Good. Reasonably likely to produce a superb dish. Average. Reasonably likely to produce a regular dish. And bad. Reasonably likely to produce a peculiar dish. You can have Rean cook alone or have another party member help him. When having another party member help him, both their skill levels will influence the dish they make. I see. Well, that was worth it. I now have all the recipes. Well, not really all the recipes. I now have all of the categories in my notebook. So we have a simple omelet. And here we can see how every character does. So characters like Fee would do poorly, but characters like Elliot and Emma would do really good. And Rean is just meh at it. Though I've been told that he's pretty meh at making most dishes. So, wow, a lot of characters are meh. Elise is pretty good at it. And so is Gaius. But that's about it. Alright. Our next stop is now Trista. Let's stop by this pawn shop over here. Actually, I'm in the wrong area. I should be further south. Come on, me. Let's do this. It's down over here.